ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये 100 WPM डिक्टेशन क्लास है, इंग्लिश 100 WPM डिक्टेशन। आपका कोई भी डिपार्टमेंट का, गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट का टेस्ट है तो ये डिक्टेशन आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। इसको जो है आप लोग जो है पहले मेरे साथ लिखें और उसके बाद जो हमारी वेबसाइट जो दिखाई गई है, ये लिखा भी है jyotistenottypingcollege.com, इस पर जाकर के इसको टाइप कर सकते हैं। इसका नंबर है डिक्टेशन नंबर 31। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। Sir, I will now come to the supplementary demands. Sir, honorable members will appreciate that in the supplementary demands presented to the House, I have confined myself to the minimum requirements. The funds asked for are only to cover the provisional payments of 2 increases in the rates of dearness allowance sanctioned by the government from 1st May 1973 and the cost of certain urgent surveys and works undertaken or proposed to be undertaken out of turn during the current year. Payment of the 2 increases in DA have already been made to the staff to the extent of rupees 10 crores by the end of October. The balance of rupees 11 crores under revenue expenditure is required to cover such payments from November 1973. The House will note that I have made no request for allotment of any funds for dearness allowance liability under the works grants. The amount of rupees 2 crores required for this purpose is proposed to be absorbed within the existing allotments. Even for surveys and written works, I have approached the House with every modest proposal limiting the requirements to the minimum during the current year. The main items are 4 surveys, 2 road restoration works and 2 projects, namely a factory at Nasik for manufacturers of electric traction motors and a wheel and axle plant in Karnataka. In addition, generating sets are proposed to be installed at key workshops and production units. The honorable members are aware of the frequent interruptions to power supply, load shedding, etc., particularly during the last 10 months or so. These interruptions have adversely affected the production and maintenance of our rolling stock. It is essential that railways' dependence on erratic supply source should be reduced as early as possible so that power supply for its essential requirements is assured. To this end, standby generating sets are proposed to be set up as an immediate measure. As a long-term measure, the feasibility of setting up captive powerhouses is being explored. The 2 restoration works have been included so as to make the progress during the working session before the onset of the monsoon. The setting up of a factory for the manufacturers of electric traction equipment is essential to meet the matching requirements of motors for use in electric locomotives. The wheel and axle plant is being set up to supplement the existing indigenous capacity and saving on imports on this item to the extent of rupees 6 to 7 crores per year. A final decision of this project has been reached only recently after satisfaction of the criteria of technical and financial viability. Although the proposed works may entail more expenditure than the token amounts asked for in the supplementary demands, it will be my endeavor to contain to overall outlay within the grants sanctioned by the Parliament. About individual points of the honorable members which have been made during the debate, I will try to send a reply to them. Sir, while giving my approval to the resolution, I would specially like to invite the attention of the Honorable Minister that the Railway Administration does not submit to the Industrial Disputes Act. It is because of this that in the recent past there has been an increase in industrial disputes. The railway employees have taken recourse to direct action. In the first place, the railway administration does not like to negotiate with the various categories of workers. Secondly, the railway administration does not follow the fundamentals of industrial disputes. We were told the other day that the employers in Bombay had resorted to go slow tactics. They are still continuing their disputes. The question arises that in case the management does not want to accept their demands, the workers have no other forum to go to. The administration says that they do not want to consider their demands. It may be that according to the administration, their demands are unjust or that the demands are such that they do not want to concede to them. But let there be a third machinery which would be able to resolve the dispute. Therefore, my submission is that the railways should take recourse to the machinery which has been set up under the Industrial Disputes Act. After a notice of demand, let there be conciliation, and if there is failure of conciliation, let the matter be referred either to the adjudication tribunal or arbitration by a third man. This is my first suggestion. Secondly, sir, the other problem is that of contract laborers. The contract laborers are left to the mercy of the contractor, and I know that the contract laborers are being paid very low wages, with the result that they have to work under all adverse circumstances. They do not get any benefits which are available to other employees who have got a status of railway employee, at least in respect of wage rate. Why do not you give them what would be called a minimum wage, keeping in view today's high cost of living? My suggestion is that the railways should come out with a minimum wage that will be payable to all workers who are required to work through a contractor. And keeping in view the high cost of living of today, my suggestion is that workers should be paid at least rupees 70 per day, and this is the way in which you can give a fair deal to the most neglected class of workers who are made to work throughout a contractor. Sir, my third suggestion is this: the Railway Administration has accepted that in the matter of appointment of the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, representation will be given on the recruitment board. It is true that so far as the Bombay Recruitment Board is concerned, there is only one scheduled caste representative on it. But in respect of other boards, no representation has been given. 986 वर्ड थे, 986 और डिवाइड बाई 8, 123 की स्पीड थी। और क्या कहते हैं, लिखी गई? हाँ भैया अंकित, हाँ तो ये जैसे नहीं लिखी गई है तो इसको सीन में करो। 123.25। अगर ये जैसे नहीं लिखी गई है तो इसका रट्टा मारो, ठीक है, क्योंकि इसमें इंडिविजुअल वर्ड है, इसमें जैसे क्या कहते हैं फ्रेज नहीं है। तो जब तक जैसे इस स्पीड को नहीं पकड़ोगे तब तक जैसे डिक्टेशनों में मामला बनेगा नहीं। इसी को करना है, और एक जैसे 4 बजे जो क्लास होगी वो फ्रेज वाली वो वर्क करनी है, और पिछली फ्रेज वाली तो मैंने टाइप की ही नहीं, एक उसको टाइप कर दो, ठीक है, इस क्लास के अनुसार।